ሃይ ዮሴፍ አባት እባላለሁ። በዛሬው ዕለት ሞር የኦብጀክት ኦሪየንትድ ኮንሰፕቶችን እየተማርን እንሄዳለን። ስለ ኢንሄሪታንስ እንማራለን። ስለ ፓኬጅ የተወሰነ ነገር ያወራል። Actually package is a simple concept. Create a package called students. In all the classes you create in this and the next lab will be created in this package. So you should compile after each of the following steps. So we're going to create a class called student, which should have two properties, a name and a year, and methods to get the name and the year of the students. Initialize these properties to arguments passed to the constructor. So the name of the package is students. So package information መጀመሪያው statement ነው የሚሆነው. The name of the class is student. Public class student. And the student class has two properties, name and year, and two methods ይኖረናል, then also constructor ይኖራል, through which we initialize the two fields. So private string name, private int year, constructor takes get name, returns get year. So it's usual stuff, no? Now we create another class called undergrad, which is a subclass of a student. So let's create a new file. And they are all in the same package. And this is undergrad. Public class undergrad, and this is subclass of student. The undergrad constructor should accept name and year. Okay, name and year argumentoችን ይወስዳል. Public undergrad takes name and year ይወስዳል. So instantiate ለማድረግ we use keyword super. Add a method to undergrad called description, which returns a string containing the name of the undergrad, then space, then capital U, then space, and then the year of the undergrad. So for example, description method of an undergrad inside with the name Michael and year 2006 return Michael space U space 2006. So string description so return name space U space year. But there's one problem, cannot access name and year directly. I have to use these two methods. So get name, get year. Another class called grad, which is a subclass of student. Then create another class. Should also be in the same package. grad.java. Student. The grad constructor should accept only the name of the grad as an argument and should always initialize the grad's year to 5. Okay, so our constructor looks like this: grad and takes only name, but when sent to the super class needs two values. One is a string, the other is a year, but a grad will always have a year 5. According to the question, will give 0 5, no? Also add a description method to grad which returns a string containing the name of the grad, followed by a space, then the letter G. So Jennifer space G. Return name, get name, concatenated space G. Now create a subclass of undergrad called intern. Again, same package, students. Undergrad, not undergrad, it's intern. Java. Extends undergrad. In addition to the name and year properties, intern should have a wage and the number of hours that are initialized in its constructor. So it will have two doubles, a wage and number of hours, maybe one's integer. Wage, private, hours. Then our constructor intern takes string int year double wage int hours. Then to the super class, which is an undergrad, we send a name and a year. So let's see, undergrad, it takes a name and a year, and this one also sends to the top parent, which is a student. Then we'll assign wage and hours. Okay. Add a get pay method to intern, which returns the wage times the number of hours. Get pay, it returns a double. So get pay, return wage times hours. Add a description method to intern, which returns a string containing the result of calling undergrad's description method, followed by the return value of the getPay method. So description method of undergrad named Elizabeth, whose year is 2005 and worked this much hours for this much rate, should return Elizabeth and space u space 2005 space wage times hours multiple. So እስከዚህ ድረስ ያለው 2005 እስከሚለው ድረስ ያለው ሪተርን የሚደረገው በሱፐር ክላሱ ዲስክሪፕሽን ነው። የሱ ሪዛልት ኮንካትኔትድ ዊዝ ስፔስ ኤንድ the get pay methods result will give us the total result. So public string description. So return superclasses description concatenated with space and get pay. Okay. Then create a subclass of grad called research assistant. Research assistant, yeah, grad subclass now. Research assistant. Right. Research assistant has a salary initialized in the constructor. It has a salary and a get pay method that returns the salary. Okay. It has a salary, so we'll have a double salary. But the constructor assistant string name year ያስፈልገንም because grad is always 5th year. Then we'll have a double salary. So superclass name እንወስዳለን. Remember grad. Okay, የሚፈልገው string ብቻ ነው። then ያን string ይወስድና ከ5 ጋር ኮንካትኔት አድርጎ ደግሞ ስቱደንትን ኮንስትራክተር ይጠራል። እሱን ኮንስትራክተር ሁለት string ይወስዳል። then እነዚህ ቫልዩስ ለዚህ አሳይንድ ይሆናል። then this salary in values are then get pay method አለ that returns the salary value. Public return salary. Okay. Add a description method to research assistant which returns a string containing the result of grad's description. Okay, superclass one followed by the result of get pay. So the result of the superclass is someone space G ነበረ. Now we concatenate with the result of the get pay. So public string description return super description concatenated with get pay. Sorry, this one is get pay. So in order to test all the classes we have created, we need to create another class called student test, which has a main method. Students. It has a main method. Okay. Now create instances of undergrad, grad, intern, research assistant, and print out the result of the description. Okay. Undergrad, new undergrad. Remember their constructors. Undergrad needs two fields, one string, one integer. Header 2003 grad needs just a string, the name of student or of the grad in this case. Intern new intern. An intern constructor needs a name, a year, a wage, an hour. So string int double int. So string int a double and an int. Research assistant constructor needs a string and a salary, which is a string and a double. Sorry. Okay. Then we have to print out the result of their description. System dot out dot println u dot description. Let's just make a copy of this statement. Second one is G I R. Okay, remember ሁሉንም ኮምፓይል አላደረግንም። ሁሉንም ኮምፓይል ማድረግ ያለብን የመጨረሻውን እነዚህን ክላሶች ሪፈር የሚያደርገውን የመጨረሻውን ክላስ ብቻ ኮምፓይል ካደረግን let's see a few things. Description is a method. So I have to check few things and try to compile and found number of errors. So get name is also a method. Okay. Intern. So okay. Then research assistant. It's okay. Student. Undergrad. So this compile these classes. So I just calling student test, we can compile. But now, since they are all in the same package, we have to put them in a directory called students. So all classes are in this directory. Then and directory would line out Anna, then compile naragalan Java C students student test .java. Okay, cannot find symbol intern. Okay, so one mistake. Just one mistake. I have to copy student.java to students. copy undergrad Java to students. I copy student test Java to students. I copy grad.java to students. And what else? I copy intern.java to students. Okay. Then Java C students student test.java. Okay. Inside students, then find student test class. So all are compiled and their corresponding bytecode are created for each class. So again, to run it one level up, Java student test. Okay, this is the expected result. So few things እንደታስታውሱት የሚያስፈልገው inherit ስናደርግ we use the keyword extends. We can call the method of a super class by using super keyword ተጠቅመን መጥራት እንችላለን. And in the next lab we'll see some important concepts. So ለዛሬው ይህን ያህል ይበቃል። አመሰግናለሁ።